For level 1, we're going to begin with the cow and the calf, which is an underhand flick into a cattleman's crack. Then we're going reverse cattleman's crack, sweeping wide so we can go into a overhead crack. After which, then a reverse overhead and into a body wrap. Out of the body wrap, we're going a overhead crack into a reverse cattleman's, a regular cattleman's, then a cattleman's aimed backwards on the opposite side of the body. Lastly, one more cattleman's crack, and then to finish off, we're going to sheath the whip by swinging it over the shoulder and under the arm like this. For level 1, we begin with the cow and the calf. This is a underhand flick into the cattleman's crack. The underhand flick, we want to make sure that we're leading with our palm forward, and then it's just a bit of practice with the timing to make sure that crack happens with the flick of the wrist more than anything else. Personally, I like to have my finger up the handle, and it helps give me a little bit of extra control. However, this is definitely not needed and just a personal preference. Some might find it helpful, others might not. After this, we want to make sure that we are following through out of the underhand flick straight up as if we're just doing our normal swing up for our cattleman's crack. Out of the cattleman's crack, we're also following through, which is a recurring theme with this level. As we follow through, we want to bring that whip up right behind us, the exact same fashion of the cattleman's crack. We're just doing it behind us instead of in front to crack behind us with a reverse cattleman's crack. This follow through, instead of going straight up like before, is actually going to go wide so that we can bring our hand up over our head and going into the overhead crack. And again, following through into the reverse overhead crack. Make sure that we're turning that wrist over as we're bringing it around so that it's easier to get that overhead crack nice and clean and as much in the horizontal plane as possible. Out of this, we are doing our body wrap. The body wrap is a very nice flourish, very pretty looking, and very easy to do once you get the hang of it. All you gotta do is swing it around the hip and bring the arm up over the head. Once the whip is around your hip, the timing doesn't matter as much. You can do it very early, you can do it very late, and it'll still work out as long as you bring that hand up over your head in that circular motion. Out of this, we're going to go into our overhead crack again one more time. We're swinging wide again, but instead of going for reverse overhead, we're going back behind us. So we can do a reverse cattleman's crack like earlier. And then a regular cattleman's crack ahead of us, and afterwards we're going to go across the body, making sure that you're reaching your arm across the whole body, bringing it up and all the way across before you bring it down for the cattleman's crack on the other side of the body. Continuing to follow through, you're bringing it up in front of you, doing one more cattleman's crack, and then to finish it off, we're doing our sheathing of the whip. Swinging the handle up over, across your body, over the shoulder, and under the other arm, the hand that's holding the whip. You can pinch with the elbow, you don't need to, but if you do it fast enough and on the right angle, it'll go over the shoulder, under the arm, and over the shoulder again, holding it in